Hello everybody, and welcome to part 2 of Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. And we still got a few cutscenes to go before we actually start playing, so bear with me everybody.
Do you copy? You're already in enemy territory, and somebody might be listening in.
Yeah, I would love to start doing a British accent of our British guy here.
This mission will be Naked Snake. I'll be referring to you as Snake from now on. You're not to mention your real name.
Snake?
Snake?
Don't like Snake?
That's where it all starts, baby. That's where the whole Metal Gear Solid series starts.
I'm glad to hear that.
I don't know if I'd ever order one in a restaurant, but...
Be careful, you might not have a choice.
What about you, Major? What should I call you?
Let's see. I'll be Tom. Call me Major Tom.
Major Tom.
This will be a sneaking mission. You must not be seen by the enemy. You must leave no trace of your
I thought sneaking mission meant that I just run up to him and then just like jump around and start dancing.
In other words, weapons and equipment.
And then he shoots me in the face and I die. That's what I thought it was. I don't know.
Completely naked, just as your name implies.
Great. Now I see why you asked me if I like snakes.
Yum!
I suppose calling me Snake was your idea of a joke, too.
No. There's a good reason for that. I'll tell you later when the time is right.
Gotcha. Getting back to the subject, how exactly am I supposed to feed myself?
You've been issued a knife and a tranquilizer gun. Use them to hunt for food. You'll also find some medical supplies in your backpack.
Yay!
Yeah, about the backpack. I lost it in a tree on the way down.
I see. Well, you better go back.
By the way, I figured out what the noise in my mic was. Well, not my mic, but
I can see
it was the audio capture software set so that I can hear it. But then the noise that's coming out from that is being plugged right back into the mic, and that's what you guys are hearing. So I'll have that fixed next video. Don't worry about that.
I'll be monitoring your progress over the radio. We can't risk violating Soviet airspace, but I'll be in the gunship. My frequency is...
Yeah, you know, because you haven't already violated Soviet airspace.
I'll give you a call if I need to.
Yeah, we got dropped off in the middle of Russia. Where the hell is he going to go to avoid being in Soviet airspace?
Okay, Snake. Go get your backpack.
Alright, so here we're going to have a little snippet of actual gameplay. We only do this for a minute, and then we're going to go right back into cutscene mode. I actually went the path that you normally don't take at the very beginning. But here's why. There's just a little item up here that I wanted to get. Yeah, here we go. LF Med. Just a little medical stuff. Yeah, that's not a good word to be using in a Let's Play. Medical stuff. You need to be more specific about things. Anyway, so here's our backpack. And we're going to go right back into cutscene mode. Yay! See, we got a call. Call means we can't not listen to it.
I see you've retrieved your backpack, Snake.
Well, no, the red call does, but whatever. Here's going to be basically a whole bunch of tutorial crap. It doesn't really matter. But if I skip it, then I'm skipping vital story stuff as well. Well, no, I'm not. I mean, this cutscene leads into story elements that are actually important. So if I skip this, I skip that. So I don't really want to skip the story stuff because that's, you know, part of what Let's Plays are, to see the story. So I'm not going to skip the tutorial crap. I'm just going to talk. And I already talked through half of it anyway, so...
Survival is fundamental to this mission.
What's that matter?
After you've been out in the field for a while, your stamina will start to drop.
Yeah, you basically just have to eat something if your stamina gets below, like, I believe it's half, until it starts affecting your,
Keep an eye on your stamina so you don't
play. Losing stamina doesn't really affect too much in terms of gameplay. Your aim is a little bit thrown off, and really you'll just hear your stomach rumbling a little bit. That's really the only thing I can think of. Oh, and when your stamina hits like almost zero, your screen will start to go into almost like a black and whitish kind of mode. Not really. The screen becomes a lot foggier, I think is a better way to say it. It starts being really foggy and dark.
Durability is shown in the icon.
And yeah, our tranquilizer gun, and well, all handguns can have silencers on them, but for every shot you fire, it deteriorates the silencer a little bit.
Solo covert
That's
actions
the only
are
difference
Fox
from,
operating
like,
procedure.
the other Metal Gear Solid games.
Traces of your presence. No weapons,
Which isn't that big a deal, because you find enough silencers anyway, that it's not that much of a hindrance.
Too. Your presence in enemy territory is already a violation of international conventions of warfare. There aren't supposed to be any American soldiers in Russia. It could spark an international incident. You can't
what's the matter if one sneaking suited snake is in Russia? What's anyone going to do about it?
Snake in every sense of the word. And there'll be no rescue if you're captured. The military and U.S. government will deny any...
If you're captured, it basically means the government's throwing you under the bus, and you're boned.
Take care of myself, huh?
Take care of myself, huh?
I've been given a fake death pill for that purpose. SIS guidelines
fake death pill. Yeah, well, we'll find out what that's about later.
Issued a potassium cyanide capsule. Tape it to your body.
Actually, we might not even need it.
How generous of you.
Now that I think about it.
Use it if you're taken prisoner by the enemy. It'll send you into a state of false death for a short time.
Fooling them into thinking that I'm really dead. So, how do I come back to life?
Just take the revival pill.
Now, if you're in a state of false death, how the hell are you going to take a revival pill?
But be careful.
I mean, I realize it's in his tooth, but how the hell is he going to know? Like, how's he going to wake up to take a revival pill?
I'll keep it in mind.
Whatever. It's just a video game. That's like trying to argue why Mario isn't realistic.
Correct. The mission rests entirely in your hands.
A real one-man army.
Relax. There's a support team ready to back you up over the...
Oh, well, a support team over the radio. That makes me feel a lot better. Especially when I'm in the middle of a gunfight.
The first member of the support team will be in charge of monitoring your physical condition, acting as a medic, so to speak, as well as recording your mission data.
Mission data.
Fox as well, and...
Sorry, I can't help it.
She.
Hello, Snake. I'm paramedic. Nice to meet you.
Paramedic.
As in a medic who comes in by parachute.
Aren't you going to tell me your real name?
Are you going to tell me yours, Mr. Snake?
My name, huh? It's John Doe.
Oh, that's believable.
I call you Jack for short. You're a regular Captain Nemo.
A name means nothing on the battlefield. After a week, no one has a name.
There we go. Snake doing his cryptic
Very
war speak during this game, like he does in every Metal Gear Solid. Come to think of it.
Make it back alive. My frequency is 145.73.
Okay.
She's also in charge of recording.
Great. So we're recording your mission data.
Save, send a message over the reserved save frequency, 140.96.
And again, breaking the fourth wall by telling me I can save.
That's right. It also records the state of your health.
Good to know.
Yeah, good to know.
One more person I want to introduce you to, Snake.
Huh?
Speaking of snakes, you remember the boss, don't you?
She's not a snake.
A legendary soldier and your mentor.
She's a boss.
Actually, it was the boss that got the DCI's authorization in the first place. She's going to be serving as Fox's mission advisor.
Yeah, so we're going to meet the boss.
She also helped me plan
the
this
boss
mission.
is, actually, well, they're going to explain who the boss is.
Jack, is that you? How many years has it been?
I actually like the boss's voice actress.
It's me.
It's a pretty good voice.
Talk to me. Let me hear your voice.
It's been 5 years, 72 days, and 18 hours.
It's kind of creepy that he knows the exact
You can tell just by the sound
time that it's been since he last
Of
talked
course
to her.
I can. I know all about you.
And that's really creepy.
I don't know anything about you.
What's that
She's a
supposed to mean?
stalker.
Why'd you disappear on me all of a sudden?
I was on a top secret mission. You didn't need me anymore.
But there were still so many things I wanted you to teach me.
No.
Great, more noise going in from the audio software into the mic. I apologize. It's going to be on my next episode, I
The
promise.
rest you needed to learn on your own.
Techniques, sure. But what about how to think like a soldier?
How to think like a soldier? I can't teach you that. A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique. In fact, technique doesn't even matter. What's most important is spirit.
And that kind of counts as more than just being a soldier. Like, if you have those things, you can really be
I
anything.
can't teach
Like
you
any
to
kind of
think.
career you want to
You
have.
just have to figure it out for yourself. Listen to me, Jack. Just because soldiers are on the same side right now doesn't mean they always will be. Having personal feelings about your comrades is one of the worst sins you can commit. Politics determine who you face on the battlefield.
More cryptic stuff by our former mentor here.
They change along with the times. Yesterday's good might be tomorrow's evil.
Is that why you abandoned me?
No, it had nothing to do with
Why
that.
did you abandon me?
It was a top secret mission. A soldier has
Nick's supposed to be a badass and he's crying.
It's not his place to question why. But you're
It's okay, because real men cry.
You are a natural-born fighter, but you're not quite a soldier. A soldier is a political tool, nothing more. That's doubly true if he's a career soldier. Right and wrong have no place in his mission. He has no enemies and no friends. Only the mission. You follow the orders you're given. That's what being a soldier is.
I do whatever I have to.
You're gonna hear all this kind of stuff later in the game. Like, they're gonna talk about it a lot later.
Sooner or later, your conscience is going to bother you. In the end, you have to choose.
Wow, I can't believe this whole episode's been eaten up by cutscene as well. See, that's like...
There's a saying in the
the last episode was almost 15 minutes.
Do you know what it means?
5 of it was spent in the menu, not even, like, 2 of it was spent in the menu. So 12 minutes, 12 minutes, 24 minutes here, and then there's going to be, there's just a little bit more cutscene. That shows how much of this game is actually cutscenes, but don't worry, a lot of it's gameplay too, and gameplay's probably going to start next episode.
No matter who's in charge.
I'm going to leave an annotation, probably at the beginning of the video, just mentioning, you know, look, this video doesn't have much gameplay in it, it's mostly story stuff. If you want to see gameplay, go to the next video. That's probably what I'm going to do.
There's no such thing as an enemy in absolute terms. The enemies we fight are only enemies in relative terms, constantly changing with the times. As long as we have loyalty to the end, there's no point in believing in anything, even in those we love.
And that's the way a soldier's supposed to think.
The only thing we can believe in with absolute certainty is the mission, Jack.
All right.
The mission.
Do me a favor.
The mission.
Call me Snake.
Call me Snake.
Snake. Oh, right. Your code name is Snake. It suits you well.
Oh,
That's right. The
got
legendary
him.
unit that the
Got
Brits
him.
put together during World War II was a Snake, the Cobra unit, a group of heroes that brought the war to an end and saved the world. As long as you've got a
It's the
hero
end of
backing
the
you up, you'll
world
be
as
fine.
we know
Is
it.
that right, Snake?
Yeah, I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have with me. Oh, and one more thing, boss.
Yes?
Yes.
It's good to hear your voice again.
Same here. After all, who knows if either
I really
of us
hope
can
this
make it up
cutscene's
to
over by 15 minutes.
You are always best at urban warfare and infiltrating.
You know what?
But this is
If it gets into more of like tutorial crap like I think it's going to, I'm just going to skip it. Because we're so far in the cutscene that it doesn't even matter.
CQC. Close quarters combat, huh? I've been in the Green Berets for the past few years. I'm probably pretty rusty.
Yep, the Green Berets, you know how they're not physical fighters.
To help you remember. After all, this is your first actual survival mission.
Alright. Where are you next to Major? No, she's okay, you can call her on that frequency. Get Sokolov. He's being held in the abandoned facility. Don't forget this is a stealth mission. Yeah, I get that. Okay. Alright, so we were done enough with that cutscene. Next video, we're definitely going to get some gameplay, though, so,
Snake,
yeah.
try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
They're basically just, you know, hyping up the combat, which is actually pretty cool. I mean, you can only do, like, a couple real moves in combat, but they're still pretty cool. Alright.
Commencing
Virtuous mission now. Alright. So, I'm going to call it an end of a video, actually, right here. I'm not going to advance, but next video we're going to get into some serious gameplay stuff. And, yeah, it's going to be good for everybody. So, oops, well that was on accident, but, alright, I'll see you guys next time for Let's Play Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. Okay, bye guys.